Hello, welcome. In today's video we are going to talk about the power of journaling and writing in relieving stress and anxiety. So stay tuned until the end because I have some very powerful tips for you how to deal with thoughts that are coming to your head and how to transform them into different outcomes. My name is Daria. Welcome to my online meditation school and YouTube channel where I teach you how to live happier and more purposeful lives just by getting to know the power of your mind. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a like and subscribe to the channel to receive the videos like this every Wednesday. Also, if you want to support my channel, go to Patreon page, which I link also down below, where you can do it. So now let's get into the video. This video has been inspired by my clinical practice with the clients. For those who don't know, I am a hypnotherapist and I practice the Dolores Cannon quantum healing hypnosis technique. And what's happening in my sessions, I received a lot of inquiries from clients suffering from anxiety, specifically coming from obsessive compulsive thoughts. And what is linked to this, the clients, in order to relieve this anxiety and stress, they would turn into relieving compulsive behaviors and substances in order to manage this anxiety. And in today's video, I would like to give you a different, very simple exercise which you can do. And I want to give you the 3 steps in which you can relieve this anxiety in a very powerful way, and you are not going to turn to your normal substances and compulsive behaviors to receive this relief, but you are going to do it in a way that is going to be very productive to you and is going to give you the clarity of mind and possibly bring to your awareness different solutions that you might have in a certain stressful situation. So the tool I'm talking about is something that you might have come across already, and it's journaling. And what's journaling? Journaling is not really writing an essay or any of it. It's literally dumping your thoughts on the paper. And just by doing it, you are receiving some sort of headspace, and you are receiving the possibility to get your thoughts literally on the paper. And what it does to your head, first you are literally taking the clutter out of your head right down on the paper, but secondly you can stand back as an observer and see what you just wrote and whether this makes sense or not. So in this particular video I would like to give you 3 steps to journal in a way that is going to bring you the relief from obsessive thoughts and from your anxiety, as well as stress, which at the end of the day is also obsessing over something that may happen, but we actually don't know what may happen and what may not happen. So this is also a form of anxiety. So in a basic step, I just want you to sit down when you're feeling anxious and you feel like different thoughts are coming back to your head. I want you to sit down, take out your journal, and literally write down whatever comes to your head. And because of you clicked on that video, I am assuming that you've got some stress and anxiety that you're coming through. So there is something that you are fearful of. So I want you to write down what you're fearful of, what is the fear about, and what is the potential consequence that may happen, right? And what are the possible scenarios that are coming to your head that are going to happen. So as an example, you may think that you just made a mistake at work and your boss hates you and they may want to fire you. For example, that's just an example. So I want you to sit down and write it down as a basic step in our exercise. Once you've done this, this will help you to dampen stuff out of your head, and this will help you to put it out on the paper. I want you to reread it out loud, and I want you to rethink what you have written. And as a step number 2, I want you to again look at what you wrote and try to think if there can be any different scenarios that you may get out of this situation. So, for example, you may write, my boss didn't really like my work, but I had a really bad day. Or my boss saw somebody else before me and I made them a little bit angry, and that's why my boss came at me. Or I wrote, I did something wrong because I was really tired, I didn't sleep well at all, and I'm just going to improve tomorrow. And my boss overall likes my job, and I've done 1,000 million tasks properly, and that's the only task which I made a mistake, so maybe simply they are not going to take it into account in a grander scale. So I want you to write other possible scenarios, and when doing this, it's worthwhile to just step into somebody else's skin. So try to think not as if you are being the best critic of yourself, that we are very good critics for ourselves, unfortunately. But try to imagine that you are giving advice to your best friend, and try to imagine that you are being objective in that situation. So that will help you to relieve all the emotional attachment from that situation. Once you've done that, I want you to move to step number 3, which is actually trying to broadcast those scenarios and trying to think about the causes why certain things occurred. As I already say, maybe you were tired, maybe you were anxious, maybe you just had a bad day, and for example something happened at your home and you are not able to bring your best energy to work and perform the tasks at 100% of your capacity. So try to imagine the best case scenario for tomorrow, how you are coming to work again in fantastic spirit, and how you slept for the whole night, how you made the whole preparation, and how tomorrow goes so well as it was yesterday and the day before yesterday and the day before yesterday. So basically you've been able to perform your task properly for the majority of the time, we could almost say the whole time, for the easiness of this assumption. So there is absolutely no reason why you need to worry. So you just think about what you can do to be better self of you tomorrow to avoid the mistake, and see how this is very possible and how this has been the case so far. So you can write, what can change, what can I change to make it better, what can change in my boss so that she doesn't pick up or he doesn't pick up on my behavior or on my mistakes, and so on and so on. And try to focus on being grateful for the things that you have in your life right now. And again, try to focus on your breathing. So you're gonna breathe in through your nose for 3 and breathe out through your mouth for 3, and you're going to repeat it 5 times. And this will help you to calm down the nervous system and just become completely present in this moment and finish your exercise. And after you've done this, as a summary to all the stuff, you can just have a read through all your notes and see how your attitude actually changed from where you started, how you were panicked and how irrational and unreasonable your thoughts were, into the moment when you're coming out from this exercise with a proper plan for tomorrow, where we're going to just simply skip this moment where you have the panic attack, and you're going to go to tomorrow, and you see that you have a clear steps of what you have to do not to make the same mistakes as you did today. And this exercise can be done for any other, obviously, life situation. I presented here a work situation, but it can be done for obviously anything else. Calming yourself down in a relationship argument, trying to calm down after you have a bad moment with your children, you lose your temper, or any of it. So just use this advice and journal as much as you can, because it really helps to clear out your headspace and helps to become more centered and more objective towards the thoughts that you have in your head. That's all for today. I hope this was helpful and insightful. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And again, don't forget to leave me a like. And until next Wednesday, blessings.